Hi everyone, welcome back for another video of our special Stone of the Month. This time I will be talking about Chrysoprase, which is our Stone of the Month for January 2021, kicking off the new year. And I'm really excited to share with you all the beautiful meanings, properties, and different ways of using this gorgeous stone. It's one of my favorite heart chakra stones. It's also associated with the solar plexus, so I mainly think of it as a heart chakra stone with its green color and a lot of the properties that I'll be sharing with you, but it does also assist with the solar plexus. So I'll talk a little bit about that as well. And I want to say that this particular stone is really wonderful if you are looking to heal any past relationships from early childhood or even current where forgiveness is really necessary. This is a beautiful tool to support you through that process. It is a stone of compassion. It's a stone of forgiveness. It helps heal relationships in that respect and support you through really kind of opening up the heart and understanding from a different perspective and seeing the situation, or kind of transforming the pain and that was brought upon you from the other person or people, and allowing you to heal through that and move forward. Mainly through having more compassion and forgiveness. But the forgiveness really, obviously, as we know, is a process, and we have to be ready for that. And when we are, this is a beautiful way to kind of move you through that. And it is something that I have experienced myself personally, utilizing it as well as many of my clients. So it's a really wonderful piece to bring into your jewelry or into your home or business space. And when I say actually in business, it actually increases it increases fidelity in business. So whether that's for you or whether that's for someone you're working with, it's a loyalty stone. So when it comes to business, it actually increases that, and it really helps to put your heart into things, right? So we really need to start leading with our hearts. We have been for a very long time taught to really think things through and try to figure things out, and really that's not the energy that's going to be assisting us or supporting us or helping us during this time period. We really need to switch gears and allow what we're feeling from the heart and intuition to lead us through and navigate our lives at this point. And so Chrysoprase is a wonderful stone to work with if it resonates with you. One of the things I like to share too, if you're not familiar with my other videos or with True by Nicole branding, is that our philosophy is all about the crystals really being very individual. So all the information that I'm sharing, or that I will share with you today, and that I've shared in other videos or on, in other arenas, is basically general properties. These are general properties that these stones hold. Now, that doesn't mean that these particular properties are going to be prominent for you when you're using this particular stone. It may resonate with you very differently. And so the best way to know whether this is appropriate for you is to really hold one of them and to really feel whether it resonates with you through the temperature change in your hand or through your emotions that come up, any kind of physical sensations like tingling or warmth or positive emotions that tend to surface when you're holding it and where you're feeling it in your body. These are all indications, but I go through that in my consultations and work with my clients, and These are different ways that you can, these are different signs you can look for when you're choosing a stone. But, if chrysoprase does work well for you, and you're drawn to it, just even by looking at it through the screen, definitely check it out. But I just do want to say that because that's really important to know. This particular stone has been, it's been around for quite some time. It was really first became very popular, I guess, in Europe, in Poland, back, gosh, I think it was in the 1700s, but it does date back to like the 14th century as well. And the Romans and Greeks used it in their jewelry and artifacts. And it's both, a great stone for not only spiritual, emotional support, but also for physical support. So it does help, being a heart chakra stone, it does help with heart disorders. For the solar plexus, it is really good for digestion. It's supposed to help with helping your digestive system and supporting your digestive system. But it also, with the solar plexus in mind, it is assisting in helping you find your true strength, and getting more in touch with your feelings and your emotions, but not necessarily letting your emotions, lead your decision making. This is where the heart comes in. So by getting more in touch with yourself, you really get to understand your really true inner strength and how to hold your power better, which we tend to need to do in the solar plexus, and really keep that balanced and protected too. But we love to use chrysoprase in jewelry for either of those purposes, and combining it with other stones can really bring about various different energies that support you in different ways. So with this piece here, we have a beautiful chrysoprase necklace, which is our fairy goddess necklace. It's got amethyst on the back, which really opens up your intuition and is very calming and is really tied into, that part of listening to yourself and trusting. And chrysoprase is not only about, all the heart stuff, but it is, in your heart really is where you find the truth, right? So this is really a nice combination when you're really trying to get in touch with your true self, and you're really trying to honor that and bring that out. And the fairy piece of it really comes from, it has been associated with the fairy realm, chrysoprase. So if that resonates with you too, this is a great stone to work with on that level. When I look at it, it just reminds me of the Mediterranean. It reminds me of even like looking down from a plane and seeing like the islands and the water. It's just very soothing, and it is a very soothing stone in general. But you do have to be ready to wear it. I'll tell you a short story about quite a while back. When I had my first store, I was totally obsessed with this stone. I thought it was so incredible, and I wanted to wear it, but I couldn't wear it. It just, every time I put it on, it just didn't feel right. And I had a friend that was working with me at the time that it looked amazing on, and she could wear it, and it was just glowing, and she'd be glowing, and I'm like, I want it. I want to wear it. I want to wear it so bad. And I made pieces for myself, and it just didn't happen. And a couple years later, I had gone through a few things that required me to really do some major forgiveness with a family member. And it was a pretty big deal. It was a lot. And I all of a sudden was drawn to it in a different way. And I had kind of accepted the fact that I couldn't wear it, so I kind of didn't try to push it any longer. But I got to a point where I was starting to feel like I was ready to move forward with this particular issue, and I was ready to accept it and to forgive the person. And so I had chosen this stone You can see. And I started to put together this ring, and I bawled my eyes out while I was putting it together. And it was good. I mean, it was not, painful in any way or whatever. It was a beautiful release. And it really propelled my ability to forgive in a way that I wasn't sure whether I would be able to. I really didn't think about it too much. It was more that I was just in it, and it really helped me to move forward. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful process. And so I still have it to this day. And that was like almost 10 years ago. But I love this ring, and I don't wear it all the time. There's times when I feel like I'm drawn to it, and I, put it on, and it feels really great. But that's, something to keep in mind, that, there's certain crystals and stones that we have and we hold near and dear to us, but they may not, we may not need them quite yet. Sometimes there's ones that we're attracted to, and it's because we want to be wherever that's going to bring us, but we may not be ready, or it may be something we need to let go of, and something that we're familiar with that we need to let go of, that we're having a hard time letting go of, and that's why it may not be quite resonating, even though we're like physically drawn to it. So those are just little things to keep in mind when choosing. So we have, here we have it with some blue apatite, also, an upper chakra stone that helps open intuition and opens the throat. So all about truth, really. And this beautiful Ariella bracelet, wonderful to wear alone or layer. And I'm wearing the earrings with, you probably can't see, the smaller stone on here is Larimar, which is like a pale aqua blue. They're really gorgeous stones, and they're really good for bringing balance. And I believe that Chrysoprase also brings balance as well in many ways. It's hormonally, it helps with hormonal balance, and also anxiety and depression. Because when we are really tapping into our true feelings, and it does have more of a joyous energy, it helps to lift when we actually face truth. And so one of the things that I think we all probably need to be doing anyway is really, taking the time to go within. I say this, I feel like a broken record almost, but really go within and really look at where we could be healing particular parts of ourselves. What is it that's still feeling not quite right, or that needs attention, or that needs healing, or that's, undone, that needs to be wrapped up so we can move forward. And on a good note, so you can feel clear moving on. Ancestral healing is huge right now, and really important to be paying attention to. This is a great stone for that as well. But I definitely feel that it's super helpful with a lot of the early childhood stuff. So if that's something that you're working on, or something that you're wanting to work on, this is something that maybe you might want to check out. And but if you have any other questions about Chrysoprase, or would like more information, please contact us at truebynicole.com. And if you are not already part of our True Tribe and would like to receive our newsletter and other information about what's happening and other tidbits that we like to share throughout the year, please also contact us at truebynicole.com and sign up. You can also sign up on our website. Check out our website if you haven't. We have lots of beautiful jewelry and crystals on there for you to check out. We have some new collections coming out, and I'm really excited to share with you, and lots of fun new things on the horizon. So I hope that this was helpful for you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Love you.